Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're taking a trip through time to explore the Roman Empire. When you think about ancient Rome, you probably picture gladiators, emperors, and maybe some togas. But trust me, there's a whole lot more to this civilization than meets the eye. So buckle up, because we're about to dive headfirst into the weird, wild, and wonderful world of ancient Rome. Alright, let's start with a bang. The Romans had their own version of mouthwash, and it's not for the faint of heart. Believe it or not, the Romans used urine as mouthwash. They believed that the ammonia in urine could whiten teeth and freshen breath. Different time, different hygiene standards, right? Next up, we're stepping into the Colosseum, the heart of Roman entertainment. Gladiators were like the rock stars of their time, with fame, fortune, and even their own fan clubs. Just like we have die-hard fans for sports teams and musicians today, the Romans had their favorite gladiators. They'd cheer their names and wear their merchandise. Speaking of the Colosseum, this iconic arena wasn't just for gladiatorial combat. The Romans actually staged full-on naval battles inside the Colosseum. They could flood the entire arena with water, creating a makeshift lake for these epic sea battles. Talk about going the extra mile for entertainment. Now let's talk about Roman feasts, because these guys knew how to party. There's a common misconception about Roman dining that we need to address. The Vomitorium wasn't actually a room where Romans would go to throw up so they could eat more. It was a passageway beneath the seats of a stadium or amphitheater to vomit forth large crowds of people. Time for a little Roman mythology. The Romans believed in all sorts of gods and goddesses. They also had household gods called Salaries and Penates, who were believed to protect the home and family. Families would offer food and drink to their Lars and Penates to keep them happy and ensure their protection. It was like having a supernatural home security system. Let's move on to the world of ancient Roman beauty. Roman women were very particular about their appearance, and when it came to hair, blonde was definitely in. To achieve those coveted golden locks, Roman women would use a mixture of goat fat and beechwood ashes. Yes, you heard that right, goat fat and ashes. If it works, right? Now let's talk about Roman festivals, because these guys knew how to throw a party. One of their most interesting festivals was Saturnalia, a week-long celebration of the god Saturn. During Saturnalia, social norms were completely flipped on their head. Slaves were allowed to eat at the table with their masters, wear their clothes, and even boss them around. For a brief, glorious week, the social order was completely reversed. Get ready to be grossed out again, because it's time to talk about Roman cuisine, specifically about one dish that might make your stomach churn: dormice. The Romans considered dormice a delicacy, and they would go to great lengths to prepare them. They'd stuff them with nuts and spices, roast them over an open fire, and then devour them with gusto. I don't know about you, but I'll stick to pizza, thanks. Let's move on to something a little less stomach-turning. Have you ever wondered where the word salary comes from? It has Roman origins. Salt was a highly valuable commodity in ancient Rome. Roman soldiers were sometimes paid in salt, so the next time you get paid, remember that you can thank the Romans for your salary. Finally, we're ending our journey through bizarre Roman facts with a goddess you probably didn't know existed: Cloacina. Cloacina was the goddess of the sewer system. She presided over the Cloaca Maxima, Rome's massive sewer network. The Romans understood the importance of sanitation, and they even had a goddess dedicated to keeping their city clean. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 bizarre facts about ancient Rome that prove history is anything but boring. If you enjoyed this wild ride through the strange side of ancient Rome, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating history lessons. And be sure to let me know in the comments which facts surprised you the most. Let's discuss in the comments below.